Para los que necesitan traducir lo que estamos diciendo en inglés, por favor vayan abajo donde hay más opciones, seleccionen el botón que tiene los 3 puntitos y ahí van a seleccionar Settings y ahí van a seleccionar Captions. Ahí pueden poner traducir al español y ya todo lo que estamos diciendo en inglés lo van a poder escuchar en español.
Okay. Welcome, roll call. We have to do it again. This is another meeting. Juliana Tamayo.
Presente.
Jenny Dale, no. Julie Weston C. Jamal Jackson, no. Nuria McNeil, here. She's here. Jessica Mann.
Here.
Kristen Rayfolk, no. Margarita Rosa. Justin Cia. Benjamin Bahar. Juan Messiah. And then obviously the governor, no. Okay. Group norms, just, you know, we like, and then that was actually the one thing. Who needs to lead one? I know we have some people who usually like 6. Leanna was 6:15. Noria, you said 6:30, and you said.
So let's just try to roll through this.
Power through this, okay? Because the one fundraiser must be. Okay, that was it. So now we're going to go back to public participation.
Do we approve the agenda?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I make a motion to approve.
Empowering, so yes, thank you. Is there a second to approve the agenda?
I second.
Second, all in favor of approving the agenda? Yeah, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, nobody, that passed unanimously.
Wait, who's second?
Yes, okay, and just motion. Okay, so we're gonna go to public participation, 3 minutes per person for 10 minutes. I'm gonna read this statement, okay? We will now proceed with the public participation portion of the meeting. Profane language, unsolicited comments, and disruptive behavior are prohibited. Individuals who are disruptive may be given a warning and may also be removed from the meeting if necessary. The online chat will be open during public participation only for participants to put their name to request to speak. Otherwise, all attendees must refrain from writing anything else in the chat.
Chat's up. Yeah, chat's open. Please put your name in the chat or raise your hand if you want to participate.
Just have.
Yeah. If you would like going once, going twice. No.
Okay. So now we're going to move on to 4, which is presentations of fundraising events. Okay. So we all got the concessions at Jack's School Lounge, right? Everyone received that. And that's the one that's going to happen before this meeting. So you need to approve it or discuss it, vote on it, please. So this one I think is pretty self-explanatory. Concessions of fact is will dash by implementing experience and endurance for the date of the back to school bash, which is August 14th. Anybody feel any questions or this one? So then I got a few others that I didn't, and I don't think anybody else did, right? It seems like
I saw them, but I didn't get to read through them.
okay.
I didn't get them.
Yeah, it was an
I
email.
think there was an email sent from Merit. Yeah, from Meritza. I think they also had a changeover. And so she sent it. She sent them at links back and told me that she had an email, but she sent it like this afternoon. I printed them out and I can present them if you guys want, or if people feel like it's up to you guys, honestly. I'm fine going forward with them. They're for later, they're for like October, November.
Then we can do it on our August.
One is for October, November. It goes to Secrets Walk, which is, again, these are all recurring, but all of them are recurring fundraisers, so there's nothing blank.
Are they the same ones we saw before? They're the same ones from
Yeah,
before.
that's what I'm saying. It's fine. I think it's fine. If you guys are okay with it, we can just vote on all of them because it's because of the changeover in the leadership and the technicality.
Yeah.
And I printed them out in case you didn't have them, so we could do it. Are you guys okay with that to save time for the next meeting? It's only 5:59. Okay.
They're the same.
They're the same. They're the same. It's
They're the same
literally-
ones from before.
Yeah. So one is Ghosts and Secrets Walk, and it says October, November TBD. We do it every year. Pretty straightforward, right? One is Readathon, November 16th to 30th. Also every year. Pretty straightforward. One is Holidays at Fabito, which we did last year and the year also annual. That's December 12th after school from 4 to 8, which is actually which is nice that it's on our after school time. And then I have Walkathon, which is April or May school year 2026, which we also do every year. So it's 4 additional. And I think many of these were already approved, but it was because of the change in leadership. So does anyone need any discussion, clarification? No, I don't think so.
No discussion clarification.
Yeah.
The only thing is I would like to reach out just to ensure that the times like reporting that we have security, things like that.
Okay.
Those logistics.
So do you want to, so we're voting on back to school batch for sure, right?
Yes.
Ghosts and secrets.
That's not
That's
here.
not the weekend, so you're cool with that, right? Okay. Readathon is fine, right? It's not gonna affect.
Doesn't-
Margarita, you need to wait on. And then walkathon, you wanna,
What's the time?
it said, it doesn't give a time. It says April or May, school year 2026 TBD, depending on when.
I think it's what we did this year.
Yeah, we can do it this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
But these are like. you have
That's during the
plenty of
school day.
regular-
Yeah, no, that's fine. I
So
just,
this,
the only concern is the fourth.
okay, so then we're gonna vote on 4, okay, right? That seems reasonable. Is this the one where previously we voted on all 4?
When is it back to school?
It's on the 14th. Yeah, like, yeah. And so this is selling concessions.
August 14th, yeah.
Okay, so are we okay voting on all 4 of these, right? Okay. Then I put the voting at the end, actually,
Yeah.
for this time, so we're gonna move on,
Yeah.
right? Okay, good. That takes us to old business, which was just really briefly discussing the bylaws, which Justin, I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, I can
There's
just,
really not much.
You
yeah,
said
there's
there-
nothing to really discuss, is that we just voted on the bylaws, so we're all in agreement for them. I think it's just, every year we try to reaffirm our bylaws. It's not really necessary right now, but I think we should just do it because we've done it in the past. So we're gonna vote on the bylaws today, not because we're changing anything, but to reaffirm that these are the bylaws for the next year and moving forward.
Yeah. No, I don't.
I do have a concern regarding the bylaws. And my concern is that I feel that we are in the right to request that the principal's report prior to. And I looked at the Illinois school code, and I feel that we can put what there. Our responsibility is to oversee the CIP, to read it, to know it, and to work on the implementation. I'm saying we cannot do our duty, our responsibilities as LSC members unless we have the documents that are being implemented every month, and where we stand on it. And we can't be receiving them on the same day and then be responsible for what's going on in the school. So I really feel that we should go back to the law. We should go back to the LSC. I don't, Dr. Gordon still on. I think we need the backup of LSC relations on this issue so that we can come to some kind of compromise. Maybe the 5 days, which principal sides had agreed back in January 23rd, it agreed that the 5 day was fine. So I feel that we need to go over that again, maybe even right now, in terms of the discussion, and see if Mr. Sayas has, thought about when he could present it to us. Maybe it's not the 5 days, maybe it's 4 days. He had said he could give it to us on a Saturday, and he could give it to us Sunday evening, and then we would have up to Thursday to think about it. And I think that would make us work together. We're working together collaboratively with our principal. He's giving us information ahead of time, because otherwise, what's our role? We're not rubber stamping anything. So,
I think.
I will say when we have gotten it ahead, I feel like our meetings have been more productive.
And
So because if we're gonna try to do this 5 to 8, we really need to get these, we do need to make them shorter, but it's hard when you're just getting this information for the first. I don't know what we can do to change those bylaws, but I do think that if we're gonna be working collaboratively, we really do need those. It's really hard to have these conversations when we're just getting it. So.
Did you want to say something?
No,
Yeah, go
I don't, Principal Zeiss, I don't know if you have anything to say to any of that. If not, that's okay.
We should just move on. The law department was very clear that I will need to agree to the entire section. I do not. What I can do is that I'm going to try my best to make sure that you all can pick up on timely.
Okay. And then I think, well, actually, Margarita, do you want to say?
I think that rather than vote on this, I think that we should delay this vote. I'm very serious about let's actually working. I'm not sure how it works out. As you can try and implement.
We just have to invite her.
She just for our research.
Yeah.
So I think we need LSC relations in on this discussion. We really do. So she just offered to be an SC
Right.
to help us out, and I really do think that we need that kind of mediation where we can go back and forth and see what we can come up with, that we can come up with some kind of. Because otherwise it doesn't work. We can't have those 3-hour meetings. It will be that's just asking all these questions right at the moment, as opposed to asking before. So, you know, the legal department could have been very clear. If they don't understand, then they're not understanding what policy is, and that's what they have to explain to them. But we need it ahead of time. We can't get it at the moment, and then we figure it out.
I'm gonna stop you because we have like 9 minutes. But I agree that when our meetings are more quicker and more productive, it's because we do them work offline and have ongoing meetings. And even if not all of us were unfortunately we're at the school or we're doing a lot of other activities, and it's like impossible. And it's impossible to have a meeting. It's impossible to do your job when you don't.
We should also,
But compromise is reasonable. Yeah.
but we should also do our due diligence. And when
Right.
we get fundraisers and we have questions, then maybe we can ask them directly so we are prepared.
Yeah, exactly.
We have the answers for the
It
questions
goes
right
for
away.
everything.
It goes both
And
ways.
so I did reach out to the law department earlier today to ask for some clarity on this in terms of, and I think compromise being the key word, which I appreciate you said that, about can we have it, because right now, unfortunately, and I don't know if you can ask if you changed your mind, Principal Zeiss, so we asked you if you would agree in writing to even provide a yes report, and you said verbally you were going to give it to us, but you didn't agree to it being in writing bylaws, and that was like, well, concerning, because we can't do our job if we don't get it. Would you be willing to agree to?
So once again,
Yeah.
as stated before,
Okay.
the law department was very clear that I would need to agree to the entire section. If not, what I can say is that I will agree to that and reports in a timely manner.
And
So he's saying no.
Yeah, and if
Okay,
I could just
so-
move us
yeah, you
on,
gotta
then
move
I want to say very clearly that the bylaws, as they are written and as they were approved, are already in effect.
this would be a
Whether
mandate.
we vote on them today or not
Doesn't
is
matter.
not going to affect our bylaws. However, because they're on the agenda, I think we should approve them because we just approved them last time. But that does not mean we will not talk about this in the future. Like,
I feel the strongest statement would be for us not to include it, because
We approved them already.
So it doesn't matter.
Right, it doesn't matter to do it, it's on the agenda now. I really feel strong as a start school here. And unless we're all on the same page, then we have to work collaboratively. All right, then we're not gonna get anything. So I do not think that we should vote today. I think we can delay it to next month and see if LSC Relations can help us out in this manner.
okay, Margarita, then to move us on, do you want to make a motion to table the vote?
Yeah, because we're the next, well, yeah, that's fine. Want to make a motion to table
Yes,
this?
I'd like to table the vote on the bylaw until
Until we get to
we get more. clarity.
Until August.
Is there a,
A
Second.
second,
Yeah, okay.
August 21st.
Yeah,
Well,
well, we have to vote on the motion.
yeah. So I was just gonna say, all in favor of Margarita's motion to delay the bylaws. So with the understanding that they still are the bylaws right now until we get more clarity, presumably August 22nd or 1st?
21st.
21st, right? In favor, just raise your hand and say aye. I'm in, that's 4. 5, I'm
Mistake.
yes. So that
No,
was,
no.
you're a no,
Yeah.
you're an abstention, and everybody.
Actually, I'm not too.
Okay, so 2 no's and everyone else was in favor, right? Okay, so that passes. Okay, that's good because we still don't have a lot of time.
So it's just Nodia and,
Yes, yes.
just.
Yes, okay. So we're gonna not vote on that today,
Senate.
and I will update you when we get information from Okay, so that takes us to the parent vacancy filling. So I did speak to Ms. Winding from LSC Relations about this to get clarity. It's also in the resource guide. And now we couldn't do it until we had a vacancy. So now we obviously had a vacancy because Mrs. Gregory no longer has a child at school. And we owe her a bouquet of flowers, which I think and the way it works is
Wait, I'm sorry, Julie. I actually moved that we do the fundraising events now.
okay.
We do that vote now, and then we swap. I moved to swap
just in case
items.
we lose the person or something.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
okay,
I
okay.
moved to swap items.
Oh, sorry,
new business.
You can't change the agenda.
Oh, we can't. This is a special
It's
meeting.
okay, 2
Yeah.
seconds,
Okay. That's
The
fine.
upshot is LSC regulations says that best practice is unless you have an emergency in which you don't have enough quorum, you should wait until the start of the school year before you vote your
Yeah.
meetings, which to me is eminently logical. So I suggest we do that because we're following best practice. Does anyone have an issue with that?
No.
Yes.
My question is, how do we
How do
announce
we do it?
to?
Well, back to school bash, there'll be a bunch of families here. I think we should wait. You announce it and wait until maybe the,
I clarified with her also, there's no like specific timeline, and you guys did this before.
you have to have it up for a certain amount of time. Though.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I just don't remember where we had to have it.
if you want, I mean, we can ask Ms. Ford to chime in if you guys want. Are you, Ms.
Oh,
Ford, are you
wait.
okay speaking for like 30 seconds on this?
No.
Sure.
So I think if you advertise it the week that we come back, that the 11th, and
Yeah.
then maybe the 18th, and then have it. You can
I'm
either,
happy to like follow up with LSC relations.
Yeah.
All I wanted to say is everyone to agree that we're going to follow best practice.
Yeah.
It was literally that.
Yeah.
So I will update you guys about the agreement is that we will advertise it at the start of the school year, right?
Mhm.
And then we will confirm the exact amount of time needed for people to submit, and then we meet here, we discuss it, I think privately, but we vote publicly.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
When people submit their, okay, that's all we need.
I think we can aim to have it for September, like to decide a September 4th meeting, but we can see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, good, because we have 3 minutes. So now we're gonna vote on fundraising events, right? Okay. And that is the 4 ones, okay? Can we do, you guys okay? We
Can
vote- Yeah, what?
Yeah.
You want to,
Can we do all 4 of them?
yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Are you reading them?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I make a motion to approve the fundraiser from Fede, that's the concessions at the back to school bash by incoming 8th grade students and parents. That will be taking place on the 14th of August. The 4th annual Ghosts and Secrets Walk by Fede, which would be October, November, TBD. The readathon, which would be November 16th through the 30th. And the walkathon, which will either be in April or May of school year 2026. TBD on date depending on weather.
is there a second?
So,
Second, okay, all in favor of those 4, approving those 4 fundraisers, raise your hand, say yeah, that was unanimous. Great. I'll sign this. Okay, that, and then no vote on bylaws. That takes us to public participation, 3 minutes per person. I'm gonna read the statement and the chat is open, correct?
Yeah.
We will now proceed with the public participation portion of the meeting. Profane language, unsolicited comments, and disruptive behavior are prohibited. Individuals who are disruptive may be given a warning and may also be removed from the meeting if necessary. The online chat will be open during public participation only for participants to put their name to request to speak. Otherwise, all attendees must refrain from writing anything else in the chat. We are now open for public participation.
The chat's open, so please put your name or raise your hand. Okay, we have 2. We have Maria Luisa Ugarte and then Kashasha Ford. So let's start.
Actually, Maria and Dr. Ford, per our new bylaws, because you already, well, did they speak at this meeting?
Yeah, but
Oh, they spoke at the other
Just the
meeting, is that
other
right?
meeting.
Okay, then never mind what I said. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, this
Sorry,
is
we're
recorded.
doing 2 meetings in one once, so I'm sorry. Whoever was first, they should go.
So we have 3. We have Kashasha Ford, or Maria Luisa Ugarte was first.
Okay,
And then Kashasha Ford and then Emily Delgado. So Maria Luisa Ugarte.
Hi, yes. I'm just want to support what Margarita was saying about the bylaws because I took the time to review the Illinois school code, and we are not, you guys are not in violation of anything about adding those 3 or 4 or 5 days, whatever it is, for the bylaws. Principal Sayas does not have the power to just say no, I don't agree with that, because that's not just for him. It's for whoever is going to be our next principal, which I hope it will be pretty soon. So I really advise you to go back to the law department, especially you, Justin, because uh, the law department has to show you in writing that we are violating CPS policies or Illinois school code regulations about adding bylaws. So that's my recommendation. And also about adding a new member, a parent member, you can advise it now and just put a time limit to submit the application for your next meeting, so you're ready for the next meeting. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you.
Okay, Miss Kasasha Ford.
It's okay if I let Emily go first. I can go last, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Miss Emily Delgado.
Hi, yes. I just wanted to just
Oh, I'm sorry.
Um,
Can you start before you start? I forgot. Can you state your name and what grades your children are in?
yes, of course. It's Emily Delgado, and I'm pleased to have a pre-K student, a second grade student, and a fifth grade student. And I just wanted to speak, and I'm sorry I missed some of the meetings. I don't know if this was addressed. But I'm just having some concerns about just transparency. And then, anyone who works with kids knows that kids thrive on clear communication, on clear expectations, on knowing what to expect. And I recently heard that 5 teachers are being shuffled around from pre-K to, I think, third grade, and there's no information that's being disseminated. Everyone's just kind of wondering, and kind of when people wonder, then um, everyone always kind of assumes the worst. And I'm just asking, when things like this happen, in the best interest of the kids, in maintaining some sort of consistency for them, I would really appreciate it if administration considered communicating these sorts of things so the kids know what to expect and they're not surprised on the first day of school. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else who would like to participate publicly? Raise your hand. Ms. Ford, would you like to? I don't think anybody else, so if you would like to go now.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. My name is Kashasha Ford, Director LSC Relations. Thank you for the robust conversation about bylaws. The bylaws issue was discussed with Alexa in the law department. I think I was on a couple of email chains and maybe a meeting related to bylaws. So specifically related to, just want to clarify, any mandates that you put on the principal related to anything like submitting reports 7, 8 days in advance, the principal would need to agree to that. And I think the commentary about the Illinois school code and bylaws, I just want to make sure that we're clear. There's nothing in the Illinois school code that speaks to principals' duties related to bylaws. So I just want to make sure that is clear. If there can be some meeting of the minds related to what is doable, I think this is great. I know the principal has probably given you a timeline that he can work towards. And so hopefully it's something that you all can, be mutually amenable to. But you cannot put anything in the bylaws that mandates the principal to say he will get you whatever at a certain time and put that in a bylaw. The bylaws are generally how the body operates. Those are what bylaws are. If you have any other questions, let me know. But if you want to reach out to Alexa, she's going to tell you the same thing. If I were still in the law department, I would advise the same thing. And for those of you that may or may not know, I was Alexa, and Alexa took my job. And so that's the advice I would give councils if I were still in the law department as counsel. Okay, thanks.
I want to go to it.
Can
She
you
said she
speak
has-
up?
Yeah, we can hear
you. We can hear you.
Yeah, I mean, Justin, can we, I don't know. how-
Sure, yeah. I mean, one
One
exchange.
exchange,
Yeah.
sure.
Dr. Ford, we did offer just previously to meet with us, and we do need your help on this because we are not coming to an agreement as to how far in advance we can get that report. We cannot receive it on the same day and, still be responsible to do our duties. So we were asking, and Ms. Principal Tyus had agreed on January 23rd, that 5 days in advance, he had agreed to. And between January 23rd and last month, he had changed his mind. But, if it has to be, he had agreed to Saturday. Okay, if he wants to change it to Sunday evening, we're fine. But we need to come to some kind of compromise.
And can I say, Margarita, that the compromise right now has been from Mr. Sayas that he is gonna try to give it to us as soon as he can. We can address it later if it doesn't work out as early as we want. We can keep pushing it down. But the compromise was that.
I don't think it's a compromise though.
I do.
I think the idea is that, I know, and Ms. Ford has discussed this with me before, it's no secret, we get criticized on the length of our meetings. And when we succeed, it's because we do a lot of work. And without fun, right? And that goes for everything, not just to be clear. And it's really hard to do that offline when we don't get it. And we've been asking all year to get it this session, and it's just not working. Nobody asked for 8 days. I just asked if it could be in writing that we would be provided with it. And unfortunately, Principal Tyus agreed. I think everyone's open to compromise. We just can't function in a timely manner if we get it the night before, late, or the day of, because it's just not possible. And then it's impossible to try to have a meeting that is timely. That's all.
Productive.
We're not asking for anything unreasonable.
But I do
I-
think we need to table
Right?
this.
Yes, and I on that note, I think what the best next step is, I think we can certainly talk about it. We can certainly have a meeting about it, maybe to understand where Dr. Ford and Ms. Bulau are coming from.
Yeah, I think
So, but I think that is the end of public participation.
Yeah,
And
Thank
we can,
you.
and I think we can have a meeting. Nothing
Yeah.
forecloses a meeting.
nothing.
So on that note, do you want to announce the
Yes.
next?
The next regular meeting is Thursday, August 21st at 5 p.m. in the library. There is a possibility of a special meeting on Wednesday, August 13th. That would also be 5 p.m. Ms. Rosa is going to update us about the Ome meeting, and we'll take it from there. We also have to show you. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Yes, second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, okay, great. No, that was unanimous. We are only like 8 minutes off, which is fairly.
I guess-
So I was thinking,
Sorry.
it's just like
So-
ends it. Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a good night.